Hello everybody, welcome back for some more DK Returns. That's right, we're returning back with some more DKC, of course. Before I started this video, I was trying to find out if I really wanted to record this or not, but yeah, alright. I don't know when it's going to get uploaded because, you know, with these types of things, who knows. I still got like Tekken 4 to go through, Mario Party content, you know, all the like. By the time this is uploaded, you'll probably most likely see that I've started a new series, not on my channel, but actually on my friend's channel, which you can find, again, his location of his channel, of course, on my channel page, normally, anyway. But the thing I want to talk about is, well, okay, his channel will be, I think he's uploading it to just the regular Take Chrono, TEHCRONO, and the series in question, again, I'm pretty sure by the time that this has probably been uploaded, I feel like it probably would have been uploaded by now. I'm not sure, but essentially, I wanted to do a Smashing the Self series, and I was just interested in wanting to do some Smash content, I guess you could say. And then I kind of convinced him a little bit, without too much, you know, convincing, I guess you could say, that we should just do that idea that he had, which okay, he mentioned like a long time ago, he had an idea, like he saw that I did my Beating the Self series, and as far as I can tell, I guess he probably thought it was, it sounded like he thought it was a neat idea, and that, you know, he was like, I kind of want to do something similar to that, but instead of making it fighting a CPU, we fight each other or whatever. And then we kind of sat on it for a long time, never really did anything with it. It was just like an idea in the back of the head and never really happened. But just yesterday, fortunately for a lot of people, we did finally start that series, but we started with Smash Bros. Ultimate instead. Essentially what it is, it's a best 2 out of 3, where we just play the same character, and I had the idea of like, let's just do it by generation, like, you know, Smash 64 first, and then we'll do like all the characters that showed up in Melee after. We'll do like the original 12, and then, like I said, yeah, the Melee, and so forth, that were introduced. And we did like 12 episodes, because, you know, we did all the original 12, and it was very enjoyable, to say the least. So if you are interested in, oh, god damn it, I'm just kind of fucking up. I'm not even trying to like get that letter for a second there. I just keep fucking this up. If you are interested in that, again, you can find it on his channel whenever it happens to get uploaded. I'm not sure when. I assume probably expect it sometime soon, but then again, this is a video currently that I'm doing right now with DK, where I'm not sure when this particular episode will get uploaded, so I'm not sure if it'll be after or before or what. But just keep in mind that that is a thing that you can go find out about, and you can go check out when the time comes. And then in other news, I did see, and I just learned of it, that this was technically a terrible remaster, and I had no idea that it was. I knew that it was a good game. I understand that a lot of people get put up by the price tag, and I am completely aware of that, and I understand that. And honestly, I do admit that I think, honestly, this game should have been at least $40 fucking, but it's fucking Nintendo and their bullshit, so they tend to do this a lot. I'm pretty sure we're all relatively well aware of that. They have a tendency to just fucking make games way too fucking expensive for some dumbass reason. Well, typically it's, as far as I know, I think it's usually because, well, it's a cartridge-based game, so they charge you for that too. That's why a lot of cartridge games don't go on sale as often, if really at all. So I get that aspect of it, but I don't really agree with the price tag initially. Just let you guys know my thoughts about the price tag. I think it's a little expensive. Same thing with Mario 3D Stars. I think that should have been $40, but I did make that decision, and even if you wanted to buy the games at any point in time physically, you'd still have to buy it for like $60 fucking. So it's either you get it now or you just wait until later to pay another $60 for it, regardless. Which luckily for me, when I did buy it, I actually got the pre-order bonus with it, which is actually pretty damn nifty pen holder DK barrel thing, and it's fucking sick as hell. So regardless of what I think about the prices or whatever or Nintendo stuff, I I was very much so not aware of exactly how bad of a remaster this technically was. The load times are about as normal as you can get for single player. They feel about the same as they were before back in the day anyway, so I can't really notice much of it. I do understand that there's still load times that do suck. However, I don't think they're too bad. My brother did say that the Wii version had faster load times for the time trials, and for some reason this game, the remastered version of this game particularly, has worse load times and time trials. I tried that out myself. It looked about the same regardless. Not compared to the Wii one, but just compared to like the other load times that the game has normally. However, there is one big mistake that luckily I don't tend to suffer regardless, but there is one big giant thing that the remastered version of this game fucked up. Multiplayer. I just learned about it today, but I don't really play DKC Returns multiplayer. I did it once. I think me and my brother went through one whole playthrough ourselves. Like, you know, playthrough as in, not recording, but we just played it as a normal casual playthrough thing. And that was like a long time ago. We beat it just fine. Well, I mean, it was still annoying to play because I'm not a big fan of multiplayer for DKC Returns or Tropical Freeze. I'm an old school multiplayer type guy, to be fair. So even if I could play multiplayer here on a quote unquote better console, I still probably wouldn't really go back to playing multiplayer anyway, to be fair. Nothing wrong with playing with my brother or anybody else for that matter. It's just I don't really care for the multiplayer at all in these games. For the HD series of DKC, whether it be Returns or Tropical Freeze or just whatever. And yeah, I didn't know that like they decided to just completely take out and decimate an aspect of multiplayer that was actually pretty, well worth it. And I guess just to kind of save time from explaining all this shit. Essentially, in the original game, if you're playing multiplayer and you're not hanging on to each other like we do here with Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong, like I just how I played normally, right? If you don't do what I'm doing now, where you have Diddy on your back, then what happens is, well, both players play at the same time, much like with, New Super Mario Brothers, right? So it makes sense, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. The problem is, if you're both making a jump, say, on enemies that are above a platform, because it's DKC, right? There's going to be tons of enemies you have to use to essentially use as a jumping mechanic. You have to jump on an enemy to get across a pit. It's a normal thing in platformers, it's a normal thing in DK. Back in the Wii version, what would happen is you can both jump on that same enemy and get a chance. Like Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong will take up like half of the hit, while the other one would just do the other half and then kill off the enemy that way. It was precise and perfect. Everything was fine. Somehow, I have no clue how, I guess apparently the remastered version of this game decided to say fuck all that, and if you jump on an enemy, they're gone no matter what. In multiplayer, it doesn't matter, they're gone. And in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure everyone else agrees with this, of course, that is absolute fucking dog shit, and that is terrible game design. And from what I've heard from my brother, because he tends to kind of know more stuff about like external things than I do, because he watches people that do talk about a lot of that stuff, which is kind of funny considering the fact that you wouldn't think he'd be the one to know about that shit, but he actually, strangely enough, does have quite a extensive list of things that he's aware of, I guess you could say. Anyway, he told me, he's like, yeah, whoever remastered this game remastered like another game a long time ago. I forget which one, but apparently they're really terrible. They do like a terrible job at remastering any game they work on. And so I guess this would have to be the one, which I'm confused on how they managed to fuck that up. Like, did DKCR, did they lose the coding for the original game? Because as far as I know, like, this is technically the 3DS game, but brought back as a Switch game now, so I don't know. Like, it has, like, some of the same level types and what have you as 3DS, because I think 3DS had extra levels or some shit like that. And I heard that they brought those in here. I'm not really 100% sure, to be honest with you, so I don't know. I'm just going off mostly of what I've heard. Which, I guess you could say is not really much. Also, I'm not sure if, you know, slamming down on anything actually effectively works to get rid of the tar. So, I know that's down there, don't worry. Just get rid of these guys now because it's annoying having to deal with them when you're over here. Make sure you jump that too, like constantly keep up a jump. Oh yeah, you need to have a guy to get you up there. Forgot about that shit, god damn it. Anywho, yeah, so I've heard that they are terrible at doing remasters, and I didn't know. You know, I was of the belief that this was a fine enough game because it felt good to me. I was like, well, this is just what I wanted, you know? Like, I play single player all the time. I didn't really play multiplayer back in the day anyway because, well, multiplayer was already hectic enough as is. I just didn't really care for it regardless. And I didn't play the 3DS multiplayer considering the fact that, well, no one else I knew had it. Or had the game on 3DS, so why would I bother, right? And, well, yeah, regardless of whether or not to play multiplayer or not, that is still something I would consider very unforgiving and should not have been, and something to be overlooked, I guess you could say, for the remastered version of this game. As far as I've heard, that's actually that is a 3DS issue originally. So, like, I guess 3DS multiplayer back in the day had that same problem too. I don't know. Let's see if it disappeared in time. Oh. What do you know? Actually, shaking it off does actually effectively work. What a thong. But anyway, that's, I guess you could say, my 2 cents about it. I don't have anything else to really describe. I only know so much and so little of it regardless. I don't know the proper aspects of it, you know, like, I don't know how much worse, technically speaking, of a game it probably is. Like, on a fundamental graphic level or anything like that, I don't know. Somebody mentioned something about, like, it's 30 frames. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really notice frames much anyway, or pay attention to it, so... Yeah, when it comes to that type of stuff, I'm kind of dumb when it comes to it. Although I can see... I know for a fact that I can see... I know there's a thing out there, but I think you need Diddy for that. I can see the difference between 30 and 60. You know, I'm not completely dumb or blinded when it comes to noticing that. Because, like, my parents have a TV that's like 60 frames, which I think is bafflingly weird. But they have a 60 frame TV, and it just looks off to me. They don't really care or notice or even understand what's going on, but from what I can gather, they kind of bought a 60 frame TV without, I guess, even thinking that, you know, there was anything different about it. They just thought it was a regular TV, which, yeah. My thing is, I'm not a big fan of, like, my stuff show-wise, especially in anime being 60 frames. I know people have this weird thing where they do, like, 60 frame FPS anime opening or whatever, and it throws me off. Because, like, in my opinion, and even, like, you know, to an extent my brother's opinion, it's not supposed to be... They're not supposed to be 60 frames. They look wrong in 60 frames. It's weird. So, yeah. But for a fighting game and, like, a racing game and, like, certain types of games, sure, whatever, you know, that deserves to be in 60, of course. Or even higher than that. You know, action games to an extent, too, of course. But when it comes to something like this, I don't really care. I don't really notice it. You know? Of course, my opinions are very... I guess you could say dumb, because, like, I don't really pay attention or really care too much outside of just, oh, well, my game runs, I see it running, I'm able to play my game, and I'm perfectly fine with that, and I'm perfectly content with it. As long as the load times are not just absolutely fucking horrendous, then it's whatever, too. Which, luckily for this game, it's not completely horrendous. I understand that we live in a world now where load times should not even exist regardless, but if they do happen to... Well, if they do happen to happen... then I am one of those that's like, well, as long as it's not completely, utterly trash, then it's whatever. Because, like, obviously, you know, Sonic 06 load times, even though, admittedly, They're mostly just annoying because of the fact that there's so many of them, rather than just how long it takes to load, I feel. And I don't even really mind Sonic 06 to an extent either. I think, to an extent, it could be kind of fun. Project 06 definitely helped a lot. But then again, that is, of course, a mod of that game. So, obviously, it's going to be better than, well, the original game and have a lot better stuff. Also, even though I got that one puzzle piece, I'm going to just try my hardest to probably not work too hard to get everything in this level, because it's a damn minecart section, and I'm sure we're all relatively well aware of how minecart sections end up going. Hopefully I can land into the checkpoint pretty soon. I don't remember if one comes up like now or not, but it'd be nice to have one, you know, pretty damn soon. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try not to focus too hard on trying to get everything. If I miss a puzzle piece in here, it's fine. If I miss a letter, it's fine. As much as I would like to get all the letters here, considering the fact that I've already gotten, like, I think 3 of them anyway. Which looks like I'd gotten them all, regardless. As long as I could just not die, I guess I'm fine. Yeah. This is a neat level. I do like it. It is arguably... Okay, well, there's that fucking bullshit. Yeah, the one-hit wonder fire twins kind of crap. Okay, so there are 3 letters, alright. Yeah, I'll try, but I won't get too crazy about it if I fuck up and miss anything. You know what I mean? If I pass the G, I'm not just going to force myself to die in order to go back to get the letter G. I think that's just kind of a waste of time, and there's no point in that. Alright, anything else I can really talk about? Not necessarily. I know that my friend invited me to do Eunice content with him. Like, if I wanted to show up for like any of the Eunice stuff on his channel or whatever, then I can. However, personally speaking, I don't really feel like I really want to necessarily. I should probably tell him that too. Like, nothing wrong with doing Eunice content. Sorry, I thought I heard like a little bug or something on the side there. Nothing exactly wrong with Eunice content, but I think it would probably be for the best if I just kind of stay away from that arcade mode. Because doing like arcade stuff, depending on what it is, you know, sometimes I just don't want to do it. Pretty sure there's a bug over there. I keep getting these fucking goddamn... I keep getting these goddamn Asian beetles. Well, Asian ladybug type shit. It's getting on my fucking nerves. And they're a goddamn infestation. They just keep fucking showing up. It's pissing me off. So I don't know where the hell they're hiding at, but when I find it, I can tell you this: they're getting fucking... Yeah, they're getting gone. But anyway, the only fighting game thing we're doing right now, of course, is Smash on his channel, and then obviously I'm doing Tekken on my channel. But there's not a lot of co-op stuff going on. Like there was, of course, Soul Calibur 2, and I did talk about doing it yesterday with him, but then I'm like, we don't really have to. It's not like a big deal if we do it or not. So I don't know. Oh my fucking god. And I have mentioned before that I would like to do a Soul Calibur 2 Let's Play just kind of on my own merit. I missed a piece, and it's, yeah, impossible to get killed now. I have to restart the level entirely in order to do that, so I'm probably not going to worry too much about that one. Yeah, like, I personally wouldn't mind doing, like, my own Soul Calibur 2. Just to, I guess you could say, just bring up my numbers for Let's Plays I've done, I guess. Although, technically, like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of fun just doing one of my own as well. The co-op doesn't have to necessarily disappear, which that reminds me, too. Like, we were talking about, like, fighting game co-op stuff, and I mentioned that the best co-op we've done, fighting game-wise, was, in all fairness, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken one. Which now, it's starting to turn into Smash, which is great. Because we started, like, Soul Calibur 2 on my channel, which Soul Calibur 2 is already a good game anyway, but we started that one on my channel, and we didn't really get very far with it or do much with it. And then for his channel, it was Blade Spoo Central Fiction, which I think might have been my idea, and then Street Fighter 6, which, again, might probably be my dumbass idea, for wanting to just, wanting to, at the time, do, like, a bunch of stuff, And the funny thing is, too, like, I always bitch about it, too. I'm like, oh, man, we really shouldn't be doing, like, all this crap. Because once we start doing too much shit... I guess there was a thing that you could do. Once you start doing too much shit, it really makes doing co-op stuff a lot harder. Because there's just too much to do. I wonder if we can just... I was gonna say, I wonder if that pops you back up there. I'm not sure. Okay, you know what? Just in case. Yeah, when you do too much stuff, it really starts to affect you. Even if you think, like, oh, it sounds great. But then all of a sudden, like, the YouTube bug kind of, like, creeps in and makes you think, like, oh, man, well, if I do it, then we're gonna have to finish it. And yada, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And it's just one big nightmare sometimes. Sometimes it's not, like, even the recordings itself, you know? Or even the game itself. Some cases, it's just, like, I'm not mentally prepared enough to keep up with it, I guess you could say. Sometimes. Because, like, you start thinking, you know, now we have to do this every week. We have to hang out, like, every week. Just so we can finish this accursed fucking Let's Play we decided to start, you know. That's where... And all technicality things get rough. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to, You're supposed to do that. I was gonna say, I think we pretty much did it. And just in case, I guess... Well... You could theoretically, I guess, skip most of those anyway, so why not just take it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, back to co-op stuff. I don't know if more co-op stuff's going to continue on my channel or not. I kind of gave like a half-hearted answer to whether or not I wanted to keep doing it regardless. So it's really just kind of, again, as it always is, just up in the air. It's better just to leave them there and pretend that, you know... Okay, I guess I have to grab that anyway. Just pretend like we'll get back to it at some point if we even decide to. The problem with some of them is like Street Fighter 6, for example. I would have to re-download the entire game every weekend just to basically keep it up. Because, like, there's tons of games that I play. Like, yes, I can always keep it around and we can always just go finish, like, 12 arcades in one day. But sometimes people just don't want to do that. And sometimes I get, like, a game that, you know, I want to go play that I have to re-download just to fucking play it. And then it's like, well, that's all that space taken up. Now I gotta fucking deal with this. You know? In some cases, it can definitely be quite a nightmare to deal with, depending on what you're doing, I guess. And then for BlazBlue, there's just like so many fucking characters to play and all that. Even though for Smash there's a bunch, but we're doing a different series, so I don't know if he's going to call it anything different than what he called it initially, but I think whatever it's called initially would probably be fine enough anyway. I was just saying that I have all these different names for it, but of course a lot of the names that I can come up with it would just end up being like, oh, fighting the other self. Something close to exactly what I do naturally anyway. So it's like, for me, you know, I can come up with my own stuff just fine, sure, but for a co-op, you know, name, it might be a lot harder. Anyway, this is thankfully, a Rambi secret stage to do. And if you need to collect something, you can just do that. Hop off Rambi with R or ZR, whichever one. Or just any one of the shoulder buttons, realistically, because, well, there's more buttons on the Switch than there are the Wii. And obviously they didn't have like a lot of that back on the Wii. A lot of the controls were just very motion-based. Like rolling is motion-based, blowing is motion-based. What else? Slamming is very motion-based. You know, that kind of thing. Although, now that I think about it, the more I realistically think about it, like, you don't need to use the sensor bar for anything. So, realistically speaking, if you're fine with just using a Wiimote for whatever it may be, then at the very least, in all technicality, DKC on the Wii is probably the better version of the game now that I think about it. If you're okay with, you know, shaking the Wiimotes and having your titties bounce like mine do, then you're fine. By the way, I'm not like super fat, but I haven't worked out much in a tad bit, so Yeah, also we lost Rambi. That's not good, because that basically just... Yeah, it pretty much means, like, Rambi's basically just fucking gone at this point. I have no choice but to continue on. At least until we can maybe get another Rambi if we're forced to. I'm basically forced to continue on without him. It is a secret stage after all, so if you fuck up, then you really fucked up. God, for fuck's sake. Alley-oop. Oh my dear lord. This is why Rambi comes in handy. I could always theoretically just start the level over and then just get Rambi that way because he is a safe and secure way of playing this level, but to be fair, I really do need to at least, you know, hone in my skills here and try a little harder and just know when, you know, things are going to happen. These guys just pop out of nowhere. It's funny. But yeah, now that I really think about it, yes, the Wii version probably would still be theoretically the best version of the game to play. You fucking dick! It would be like the best way to play the game, sure. But if you want full controller support, because unfortunately the fucking Wii did not have that. They only had just the Wiimote support, which sucks. If you do want something like that, you could always look again toward the 3DS. Although, of course, the 3DS is, well, a 3DS, so... Oh, this fucking game! That has full support, but the Switch has fuller support, I guess you could say. And I wonder if you can use Joy-Cons to do like Wii Motion, or Wii, yeah, like Wii Motion type stuff, I wonder. I haven't tried it on that yet, so I'm not sure if that's even technically a possibility. I mean, it would definitely be cool if it was. Alright, checkpoint, very good. I'll take that. I'll take anything at this fucking point. Again, it does suck we don't have Rambi, which basically means that we might potentially miss out on... If there even is any, we might just miss out on having any Rambi breaking shit. Right there, for example. Okay, so this part is... We already fucked up. I'm not going to fuck with it. But you can, in all technicality, get a lot of stuff from these. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure a puzzle piece is one of them. But we're just going to continue on. I'm not going to keep fucking with it. And we're good. Alright. I could always buy some stuff in the shop just to show it off, because I don't think I've done that yet. Or I can always wait until the last world to kind of do that, because a lot of the last world shit's going to probably... It's going to eat my shorts, you know, so... I wonder... I think if you beat that other level right there, like the one that's technically next, like 6-6... I think if you do beat that one, I don't think you gain access back to 6-4. You have to beat 6-4. Like, you have to go... You know, the road won't appear, is what I'm trying to say. Come on. Anytime soon. Alrighty. I don't think there's anything back here. Nah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of dumb of me to check now when I had this to do. Oh, yeah, I see. It's that damn accursed spike ball right there. This level is an absolute nightmare, and I assume that they gave you the secret level as a thing to skip this one entirely. And honestly, if they did do that, then thank you for that, because this one fucking sucks. This level is relatively the bane of my existence here. And yes, these fucking dino bastards really do kind of suck. A lot of ass. The thing is I have trouble with here is like depth perception. Like, there's a lot of stuff that just looks off. Like, you would think like, oh, well, that's going to not hit me, and then it does, and it's really weird. Definitely one of those, gotta be careful type shit. And then, of course, when it comes to, like, things that spawn inside the flowers, which I fucking hate, by the way, that they do that. When you blow on flowers, you have to wait, like, a second or two for them to, well, to pop out. It's really irritating. Yeah, right here, for example, is where I'm talking about, like, with the depth perception shit. Like, you don't... you have to wait for the balls to fall off the platform completely, of course. However, it's really kind of hard to tell if they even fell off the fucking platform or not, or if they're going to or not. And right here, for example, like, it looks like, you know, there's a gap between all of them, but there's not. I guess we'll have the chance. I think I just saw, like, a puzzle piece in there as well. Yeah, okay. I think this was... Oh, no, it was a letter. Alright, so we missed a letter. And I think we have to go down here anyway. But yeah, see right there? It looks like there's a gap. I mean, well, there is now, but it looks like there's, like, a tiny gap between each one. And you know what? Maybe there is. But yeah, these guys, whenever they see you, they'll just pop up. They'll stretch their necks. It's really fucking aggravating is what it is. I wonder if I can hit that from here. As in, like, I wonder if I can just turn around and hit it. Game. Okay, it was nothing. I'm guessing this is probably exactly what I thought it was. A puzzle piece, yes. Yes, we kill ourselves for puzzle pieces in this game. It's quite dumb, but it works. Yeah, for these sections, you just need to wait just 2 boulders to come through. And perfect. This one, you don't have a choice. And it is incredibly stupidly fucking tight. Incredibly stupidly fucking tight to get through that. Why they made it like that, I have no goddamn idea. So basically, you don't want to take a hit at all in these parts of the level. And if you're able to... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if you're able to sneak past, great. Yeah, just stay... Oh my fucking god. Even just stopping for a second is enough to kill you there. Yeah, wait for them to turn around. There you go. Like I said, or like I was going to say, relatively easy enough enemy once you kind of understand what they do. They used to be a pain in the ass back in the day when I was younger, playing this game when I first played it, but no, they're not that bad to realistically deal with. Of course I fucking take a hit. Why would I not? Because it's almost damn near impossible. I don't even know if that even fucking touched me. I was gonna say, I don't think there's even like a Diddy barrel anywhere around here. If it gets bad, I can always just skip this level. I mean, obviously, yes, I want to continue playing it and beat it, but there is that factoid that I could just skip it and just not worry about it. But like I said, it's so fucking tight. Okay, that was me being cheeky. You know what? Technically speaking, I have an idea. I think I'm waiting too long. I think speed is the exact answer to this equation that I'm just not seeing. I think I have an idea of how to beat this. I think you need to be fast. Not right here exactly. Well, I mean, yes, in that second pit, yeah, you kind of have to be. That's the annoying thing, too. Like, you have to get up and then jump. And, like, I've already gotten fucking hit anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. God, this fucking sucks. Like, they give you plenty of room here to, like, land into the second pit. But you've got no fucking speed in this one. You've got no fucking speed at all. To go from, like, the first one to the second one. But yeah, I think right there you're supposed to just say fuck it and just ball it. And this one is relatively easy. You have to wait for that to start falling. And then weirdly enough, all I gotta do is just this. If you wanted to, of course. It's best you do it anyway. There, done. We're out. That was annoying. Of course, I didn't get everything, but hey, at least we beat the level. We beat, like, 2, actually. Well, fuck! We almost beat 2 worlds. God damn, can my brain fucking function right? I'm talking 2 fucking fat. I forgot we have to do another one. God damn it. This is, I think, one of the worlds that doesn't have 8 levels on it, weirdly enough. We only have, like, 6 here. It's weird. Yeah, some worlds don't seem to have more than 6. It's very odd. Sometimes they have like 8, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I don't know what their plan was, like why they decided to. Were they like, oh, well, this level's too hard, this level's too hard, or we just can't think of anything. This level in particular, I wouldn't say is too difficult. If you're going for stuff, then sure. You know, it can be difficult. Obviously, like with anything else. I mean, that's just the normal... That's the normal thing with a game like this. What the fuck? Oh, it's just... Sorry. It's just bullshit. You guys know how it goes. Like, oh, thanks for paying your bill. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, typical phone bill crap. I'm thinking about switching to a different company because the one I have costs way too fucking much money and for basically essentially nothing. And on top of that, it's not really the best, you know, mobile data anyway, unfortunately. Yeah, speaking of which, I want to switch internet companies too. Because the one I have is an absolute fucking joke of an internet company, and I have no choice but to use them too. Because the place I live in doesn't have access to anything remotely good yet, so I have to wait, probably who the fuck knows how long, maybe until summer, just to fucking do that. And honestly, once it happens, I've never switched before. I've never switched, you know, providers before for anything. Because, you know, I'm just a scared little bitch about everything in life. But, I never really switched before, but I think it would probably be for the best I do. When the time comes and when I have the ability to do it. It'd be cheaper and I would have better internet. Which is fucking funny considering the fact that the internet company I use now is just so dreadfully, painfully bad that it's making people want to go somewhere else. And yet they're doing nothing to fix it themselves. There's no sense of competition with these douchebags. At all. They just happen to be the only ones that we happen to have. And it's like, well, you fuckheads don't have a choice. Because you're going to be stuck with bad internet for the rest of your lives. You have to deal with our fucking shit. I think that's just fucking pitiful. Pitiful excuse for a fucking internet company. But that's the thing, though. That's how things are. If you let a company like, you know, whatever, get their greedy palms on everything, on your internet, they could fuck you. How do you get that one? To this day, I don't think I really know. I never really 100% this game before, so... And I think I'm pretty sure I know how to get that one down there. Just gotta wait for the platforms to break. But we're on a roll here, man. We getting out of here. We gotta go fucking beat this next boss. Which I'm surprised I did in one video, though. I beat, well, about to beat 2 bosses in one video. That's really good. Because typically, a lot of the time for these videos, it seems that we always end up doing at least 1 world per. And we've only got like 2 worlds left to go through, and we're fine. Oh, fuck. I forgot there's 2 more levels. Oh. Shit. Well, I guess this might be the last level we do for the episode. Maybe, maybe not. I could always do another one just to kind of knock out at least 2. At the very least for today. And then after that I can do whatever. Unless I just really just say fuck it and sit down and decide to just beat the game again. You know, because I guess at that point, why the hell not? We're already going through it. I got technically nothing else to really do. Oh, I have things to do, trust me. It's just that, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess, to just say fuck it. And at least finish DK Returns. And then at some point, yes, I will say this now, at some point, I would like to start Tropical Freeze. So for those that are interested in that, you know, that will probably happen at some point. Now, for those that are interested in Tekken 5, will that happen anytime soon? I don't know. Of course, I would like to start that, but we'll see. Tekken 1, I skipped over Tekken 1. I might still skip over it. I don't know yet. I don't like Tekken 1 nearly as much. I don't really know people that do like it that much either. Not that knowing people would change my opinions, I guess. I'm just saying that, for me personally, you know, I don't know. It's okay, I guess, but it's definitely a difficult game to really want to sit down and play. Also, get ready for a lot of DK-isms in this particular level. There's a lot of shit here that will kind of fuck you if you're not careful. You know, the typical timing-based stuff, all that fun crap. I have no idea what was supposed to be in that chest. Whatever it was I might have gotten. Yeah, you have to wait for the cannonballs to fire for the next platform to lift up. And this is one of those times where I was about to say, this could have been it, and it was. This is the one where you have to wait for the one to return back. So yes, Donkey Kong Country returns, meaning that you have to wait for the goddamn things to open back up and return to fire. Speaking of returning fire and pirate stuff, the new Like a Dragon game, so, you know, the Hawaii one, looks quite fun and interesting. I forget exactly what it's called, but it looks fun and interesting. I've only ever beaten one of them before. I have played 7, and I haven't beaten it yet. I want to play, like, 8 and stuff. I haven't played Ishin. I know of it, but, like, I've not played it. How the hell are you supposed to... Okay. I guess we'll go down here, then. I was gonna say, it'd be nice if I get, like, a heart out of it, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay, come on. Just one more, and ching. But yeah, I don't want to make this sound like I'm going to just end off my channel or anything like that, but real quick, just to say it, I still have Paper Mario left to finish, so no big deal. We'll finish that when I finish that, I guess. But after DKC returns, I don't really plan on doing a lot of new Let's Plays. And what I mean by new is like anything particular that I've, well, haven't already technically kind of slightly done already. So, for example, I feel no need to start, like, I wanted to at first, but now I kind of don't want to. I was wanting to do RE4 at first, but now I just don't really feel like doing that. God damn it. Also, I need to remember to turn off, like, that shit, because, I don't know. You guys don't really need to see that. It's annoying when it comes up. I hated that back on the PlayStation. I think you can technically turn it off, but I'm not really sure. I have a thing where, like, my friends don't pop up on my thing in the middle of playing. It doesn't really bother me when I'm playing by myself. It just... it feels kind of unprofessional, you know? Like, I want to keep the entire game itself to, well, itself. It's not like I can just tell him, like, hey, don't get on at this time because I'm playing DK Returns, because that's stupid. He can play whatever he wants when he's got the time to play whatever he wants. I am not that type of guy that's like, no, you can't be playing when I'm playing because I'm recording. That's fucking stupid. And completely douchey. He'll probably see them recording Returns and be like, oh, okay, he's playing this. That means either he's playing or he's recording it, so it's one of the two. But it doesn't fucking matter. It makes it more homely, right? I used to always be about professional stuff, and realistically speaking, there's no real need for that. It's a goddamn Let's Play channel. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, just to end it off, like, Tropical Freeze is something I want to do. Onimusha, maybe, I don't know, but, like, RE4 I wanted to do, but now I kind of don't. Silent Hill 2 I wanted to do, but now I kind of don't, so things happen. There's things I just don't want to do because they require a lot of cutscenes and stuff, and it's like, I don't really want to do that. I can always just do a new series and call it, like, a casual playthrough or something and just skip cutscenes and just play the game and talk. I could technically do that, like I do here. But my Let's Play stuff might start slowing down at some point, and then for hardcore and stuff, if I ever come back to doing hardcore and stuff, it will have to be a main focus and I will not be allowed to focus on this YouTube channel. So if that ever happens in the future, that will happen. Anyway, that's it. Great episode. We beat another world. We got this one to beat. We got the industry and then the volcano. We're done. So I might technically just do that. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all take care. And I'll see you all next time for some more Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. And as always, take care, everybody.